Denny Hamlin is the man. Denny Hamlin's the man.
He's the man.
All you NASCAR fans out there.
It's one of the best ever.
Yeah.
Just got to win that championship to get it off Monkey off his back.
Larson couldn't hold a candle. Larson couldn't hold Denny Hamlin's helmet. All right. Wolf Tick Nation, thank you guys for tuning into once again another Wolf Tick Videos episode. We are glad you guys are here because guess what? It's another bike day, baby. We have got
Deja vu.
We've got a Mongoose Born in the Dirt episode. All right, this here is the Mongoose Switchback Expert. You guys may or may have not seen the Switchback comp, all right?
Which released at pretty much the same time as this one.
Pretty much released time at the same time as this one. Make sure you guys go back and check that out.
Hit that like button. They might be watching this one first.
Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Turn those notifications on. We're going to do initial impressions on today's episode. On a later episode, we might do a comparison between the two. And we're going to be doing a real-time review, seeing what these bikes are all about.
Yeah, this is not a review. This is initial impressions. Review comes later.
Mongoose hit us up and said, hey, we've got some big news, but you can't let it out till May 2nd. Huge news. Mongoose is
Why is this coming out at such a weird time?
Mongoose is now partnering up with Dick's Sporting Goods. The floor model at Dick's Sporting Goods will be the Mongoose comp, Switchback comps.
Is this going to be a floor model?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Look, this is why I see it.
Go run down to Dick's, see if it's there.
I think, yeah, you can do that. Or you can check our links if we have them. What I'm thinking, though, is this might be... The other one's replacing the GT Aggressor Pro. Is this replacing the Avalanche?
I think so.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I think this is replacing the GT Avalanche. Again, GT is bye-bye from Dick's Sporting Goods. And Mongoose is stepping in. All right? The Switchback Expert back here has got some pretty cool features. Again, it's going to be hard not to do a comparison.
We'll do a comparison later on.
God, it's going to be so hard not to.
I don't know. I don't know how you already know anything about this bike. I know it's damaged. I hope it's not as damaged as the last one.
This right here is a $699 bike, but it's the Expert. All right? Okay. Comp is the floor. This one right here is the upper echelon.
Let's just make sure we don't get stuck comparing them yet.
I know.
We're going to do that. It's coming.
Yeah.
We'll probably do it even before you ride them.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys are super excited about us getting the Iggy on that. It's very cool. Again, they didn't pay us anything for this.
Not getting paid. We've never been paid.
Thing I do appreciate.
No. The only thing that they said is do your thing the way you do it. And don't have to check with them first. They don't care. They're just like, here you go.
Yep. One thing I do appreciate about Mongoose, before we open this thing up, Mongoose said, hey, we told them that we're going to be honest and fair with the review, initial impressions, and they said we wouldn't have it any other way. We love your guys' content, so do what you guys do.
Let me just say this. It's refreshing to deal with a company that is like that.
They don't want you to sign a bunch of contracts.
I'm going to tell you right now, there's companies out there that do not practice the same methods.
No. All right, Wolf Tick Nation, please, if you're excited, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn those notifications on, check out the affiliate links in the description below.
No.
Let's open it, baby.
Get off my hand!
Tomatoes! Denny Hamlin's the man. All right, let's do this. All right, guys, $699. This is the Switchback Expert, not the comp.
This is an Expert?
It's an Expert. Let's do it. Boom! Opened it the right way. Oh, that's a cool frame, too.
Ooh, I like the color.
The color. Oh, man. If you guys haven't seen the comp, man, go back and check that out. See what color we got. Mongoose was listening and watching our footage because they know what my favorite color is. Let's look at
I thought you get
this.
the Iggy that you requested purple.
I did. Okay, anyway, this here is a size small Expert, okay? Now, the size small is offered with a 27.5 wheel set, as you guys can see. Oh, the tires.
Yes, that's the first thing I noticed.
27.5 wheel set. If you get a medium, a large, or an extra large, it comes with a 29er. This is a WTB Trail Boss, 27.5 by 2.25. I like the tread.
Good start.
Good start with the tread.
That's a decent tire.
Heck yeah. Oh, are those Clark rotors?
No.
That's a 160 millimeter. Wow. That looks just like a Clark. It's not Clark
looks
stamped
just
on
like
there.
a Clark's.
But that's a good looking rotor. All right, 160 millimeters. Again, we're going to be doing initial impressions on this thing. We're going to be telling you guys all about it. All right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm seeing some stuff here. Let me move that camera over here so you guys can see it. That's like a gunmetal color.
I like the color so far.
Beautiful color.
Yeah, so far the color is I'm digging the color.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude.
Oh, dude. Is that what I think it is?
Guys.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of nut action. That right there is a hydraulic brake.
Oh, man. That's cool.
Oh, they're so good. One finger. Oh.
Okay.
All right. Woo. Look at that.
I don't think Mongoose asked for any weird stuff.
No, but you know what? That's what they're getting.
They did say do it in our way, our style.
Oh, man. I love these colors. The color options are great. The Switchback Expert, yep, and it is a size small.
It is an Expert.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. It's a 1x.
No,
it's a 1x.
It's a good start.
Oh, dude, man. It's getting better and better.
I'm just hoping there's no damages. There's bad spots on the back of the box, and it was on the front. So
really?
far, yeah, I'm hoping nothing.
Okay. Suntour.
Okay.
Okay.
I see a few step-ups. I don't want to say anything yet, but we don't want to,
You see some step-ups?
Yeah, I don't really want to, like I said, I don't want to get into a comparison, so I'm not saying anything.
Well, okay. Here's the moment of truth. You guys see up here? Let me put the focus box on that. Head tube. It's tapered.
Okay.
Tapered head tube.
Okay.
All right.
You're all happy about
$6.99. I'm starting to go, okay. I can see this. Yeah. I can see this working out here. Mm-hmm. Okay, we've got a massive seat here.
Right.
You know, I really wouldn't mind, guys, if Mongoose put a little bit more like padding on the bike and not just the seats and seat. Like, look, Mongoose.
Dude, the seat's not going to get damaged in shipping.
No, I can care less if you have a scratch or something on the Seatpost Tube, but you know, the bike's a different story. Okay, so check out that saddle.
That's a nice saddle.
Hey, that is a nice saddle right there.
Nice looking.
Very good, nice looking saddle. This is a 350 millimeter length and it is a 30.9.
Okay, good. We're sticking with that. Good.
Very good. Okay, and we have internal routing for the dropper.
All right.
If we want to put a dropper on this, guys, we've got internal routing for it.
Okay.
Hydraulic brakes, 1x, internal routing, beautiful color.
Hydraulic brakes.
What's the rear rotor? Is it 160 as well?
Looks like it.
Yeah, looks like a 160 as well. All right, dude.
Yeah, it's 160.
Tapered head tube. That's what I'm talking about. This right here looks exciting. All right, guys, what we're going to do is let's get this thing put together, okay? I love that. It's a tapered head tube. Very cool. We're going to get this thing put together, and we're going to do a little magnet test. We're going to do a once-over. We're going to weigh the bike. We're going to do a shift test. We're going to do all that. That's a massive door.
We're going to flip it and look real quick. And,
oh!
Uh-oh.
Oh, my gosh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my. You guys are going to freak out when you see that derailleur. I think that's what I think it is.
Do you think it's what you think it is?
We've got that group set on a bunch of bikes.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, that might be a good thing then.
Okay, let's put this thing together.
Same problem.
Yeah. All right, guys, here we go with the initial impressions on the Mongoose Switchback Expert. $699 at Dick's Sporting Goods. You guys don't have a Dick's Sporting Goods nearby, check out the affiliate links in the description below. We are going to do a magnet test on this. Now, this frame says it's a T1 Tectonic aluminum frame. Okay? Fancy.
I'm guessing that's just a form of 6061. I don't know. What's the Tectonic part?
No clue. The frame's aluminum. Seatpost tube is aluminum. The stem, the bars are aluminum. The brake levers are aluminum. The lowers, I'm not sure on the fork, but the uppers, the stanchions are steel.
Magnesium-ish maybe on the
Maybe
lowers?
magnesium-ish. Aluminum crank set. Aluminum wheel set. The cassette back here is steel. I think that's everything.
Did you do the... You missed something.
Chainring, steel. Alright guys, let's get to talking and specking this thing out. Remember, we've got the shift test, we got the weight test, and we're even going to do a drop test for you. Why a drop test?
Oh.
Because this group set has a clutch.
Oh.
Very cool. Alright guys, the group set is an 12 to 42 tooth.
Oh, 12 to 42? Let me guess. Microshift Acolyte?
It's a Microshift Acolyte, okay? Very cool. It's got the on and off switch back here. It's kind of neat how you set the tension on it. Yeah, very big fan of it. It's a very budget group set, but that thing is rock solid. We've had it on like 3 or 4 of our bikes.
And Microshift is a good company, and we definitely like our Microshift. We love the Acolyte. And others.
So while we're on the subject of the group set, that means this thing does have a free hub, okay? And for $6.99, you really want to have a free hub. So got a free hub. It is a one-buy.
Hey, that's already a plus right there, because there's some bikes that are over that price that don't have a free hub.
Yeah, so that's great already. We have Pro Wheel 170mm crank arms, 32 tooth chainring, and again, it's a one-buy, so a 1x8, that's awesome. It's an awesome group set, and we know that we can get a bigger cassette on this if we need it.
46 tooth.
Yeah, we can do a 46 tooth if we want it, and we can, since it's a free hub, we can swap that sucker out, buy a new cassette, and slap it on there. Very cool. You know, we've got the sealed bottom bracket. That's a tapered bottom bracket, so that's even more of an upgrade as opposed to like the open style that get rusted and nasty. This is going to be a sealed bearing design, 73mm shell on there, so we do know when we want to switch this thing to a hollow bottom bracket, an IXF will fit perfect on this bike. The pedals, they're plastic Mongoose nylon pedals. Not too excited about them, but you know, Wolfman was talking about it, and he said, you know, they're actually not that bad of a look and design to them. They do look like they're going to be tougher.
They'll be good for a season,
They're a little bit wider than most. They got the reflectors on there, but that's the pedals. You know, that's a cheap upgrade. That and like the grips. The grips are not lock-on grips, but Mongoose grips, not bad. They feel pretty good in the hand. I'm a thin grip man. They're thin.
At this price range, I would like to see at least a single lock.
A lock-on? Yeah, I'm with you. I'd like a double lock-on on there. Let's talk about the Wheelset. The Wheelset is an exposure 27.5 Wheelset. Again, if you're going to be purchasing this bike, which is a small, you get a 27.5. If you want to go a medium, large, or an extra large, it comes with 29er wheels. But these are 27.5. Exposure 32 spoke, 14 gauge. Stainless steel spokes, thank you. Double aluminum.
Are they stainless steel?
They're stainless steel. Oh, on the Wheelset is a quick release. The front millimeter is a 9mm quick release, and the rear is a 10mm quick release. Something a little bit fatter, more beefier in the back for you guys. The dropouts are 135mm. Now, both of these wheels, they are drilled out for Schrader, which I'm a fan of because we have a whole bunch of tubes, and you never know if you got a Schrader, if you got a pressed on you. We know that both work for that. You get a flat.
I'm glad you finally realized that for sure.
And speaking of flats, we've got the WTB Trail Boss 2.25 by 27.5 tire.
It's not flat.
Well, what I'm saying is, will we get a flat? I don't know. That's a pretty rough looking tire. I like it. It looks like it's rough and good. Like,
okay.
It's nasty. Nasty isn't good.
You're confusing me. I imagine the viewer's probably really confused.
Good looking tire on this, okay?
That's a decent tire.
Now, with the side knob, it's something that kind of bothers me, okay? It's a 2.25. Front, you can go pretty fat on. The rear, I can't fit my fingers all the way in there. Maybe just a little bit. I'm thinking maybe a 2.4 at most on the rear.
Think a 2.4?
I think a 2.4 will fit.
2.35 maybe?
Maybe a 2.35. I'm hoping a 2.4, if not a 2.6. I'm a fat tire man, okay? I love the big fatties on there and tires. And this one here, I don't think we can go a lot fatter. So that kind of sucks. Let's talk about
Don't know for sure yet.
The looks of this bike are great. Okay, we're kind of going over the place, but it's such a good looking frame. I believe this is just the gray, but it has like a gunmetal look to it. The welds are beautiful on this bike. Everything's internally routed. It's set up and ready for an internally routed dropper post. The dropper post or the Seatpost Tube is a 30.9, and it has a maximum of 300. It's 350 millimeters long, right? But the problem is that's as low as it goes. It will not drop any further.
Again, one of those.
So we're going to be doing the positive and negatives and who this bike is for. I'm sure that's going to be a negative because it doesn't drop all the way down and get out of the way. Sure, you could cut it, but you run into just safety issues and all that. But the Seatpost Tube, everything is internally routed and ready for a dropper. I mean, you can't ask for much more on that. We've got a exposure 720 millimeter bar, aluminum, and we also have an exposure 40 millimeter stem that's got 7-degree rise on it with a 31.8 millimeter clamp, and it's a 4-bolt stem. Very good looking stem. I like those short little stems that really feels like you're riding the bike and not like way above it or way in front of it. We'll see on the real-time review how we like it, but it just looks really good up there. I would maybe like a little bit wider of a bar. This is small. I'm not sure if you go from a medium and up, if the bar is going to be any bigger.
I think it's the same all the way across.
All the way across? 720. I want like a 760, 780, maybe even 800.
No, you do not. You say that, but you like 740, 760.
Something like that. I don't know.
Get ahead of yourself.
For $699, we wanted a bike that has got some stuff to it, and Mongoose delivered. We have hydraulic hydraulic brakes on this. They are 2-piston hydraulic brakes, but they feel really good, and those aluminum levers, they feel really good in the hand too. I mean, I'm not sure on the modulation, of course. We'll be doing the real-time review on there, but they do have a reach adjustment up on the inside like most of these do. And they look good. The levers look really good. They're nice and sleek. They blend really well with this bike. And speaking of blending, I like the Wheelset. It doesn't have stickers all over it. It kind of takes that cheapness look and feel away from it. And it really, I don't know, it really kind of features just the bike, you know? Everything's kind of hidden in there.
Oh, this bike is going to look really good.
Yeah, it's a super good, sleek-looking bike.
Yeah.
160mm rotors, both front and rear. It's just an excellent looking bike. You know, we've got the sealed bottom bracket. That's a tapered bottom bracket. So that's even more of an upgrade as opposed to like the open style that get rusted and nasty. This is going to be a sealed bearing design. 73mm shell on there. So we do know when we want to switch this thing to a hollow bottom bracket, an IXF will fit perfect on this bike. I would like to see and we'll do a positive negatives, I'd like to see an air fork on a bike. Even if it's a cheapy air fork, I'd like to see an air fork on this thing, but it does have the Suntour XCE 28275. It is a coil fork. It's going to be the heaviest part of the bike. It's steel. We're going to be doing a weight test here in a second. It's got the preload knobs on there that do have a little bit of resistance, so maybe they will work on the trails at least for quite some time until, like most of the Suntour stuff, most of coil forks in general, the preload knobs kind of wear out pretty quick, and then you just got to...
that style, yeah, that's dope. Because
yeah,
there's a lot of Suntour forks that are amazing. That style tends to go for a couple seasons. It depends how hard you ride. Not everybody rides like their hair's on fire.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can get this bike and ride green trails or, you know, ride on the road, whatever you want to do with it.
I think this might be a blue trail bike.
We do have a tapered head tube, which is awesome. Something I wanted to point out, while we're putting this bike together, when they had and pulled the fork down, and it does have a adapter, right? Because it's a straight steer fork, but it is a tapered head tube. So they added the adapter on there with the open bearings as opposed to the sealed bearings. Not a big deal.
They were greased.
Yeah, they were very greased. Not a big deal, but the headset is a 44 to 56 headset. Okay, so you can get that anywhere, Amazon. Check out Phil links in the description below for this bike. We'll put some stuff in there. Maybe some tasteful little things you can do to it. Maybe that we might want to do to it. I don't know. We haven't done the real-time review yet. This bike does have a 66.5 degree head tube angle. All right.
That's a good. I think that's a good sweet spot. Your climbing's still good, but it's slack enough for that control.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great ride. I can't wait to do the standover on this thing. We're going to do the weight. We got to do the shift test, and we have to do the drop test because you guys don't want to miss it with the Acolyte. The standover, it's going to be great. But let's go ahead and jump over. Let's get the shift test and see how this thing shifts out of the box. No tuning or anything, okay? And then we'll put this thing in the lock position. We'll unlock it. We'll do the drop test. We'll weigh it. Positive, negatives. It's going to be a cool episode. But guys, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on because you don't want to miss this bike or the other bike that we've got. And also, you don't want to miss the real-time review. All right, guys, no testing, no tuning. We have got the Acolyte group set on here, the 12 to 42 tooth.
This is an Acolyte shifter, too. I don't know if you mentioned it.
Oh, it has an Acolyte shifter. That's right. It's a thumb and an index shifter, so I do like the index portion of it. They can be a little gawky, but again, we'll talk about in the real-time review. The clutch or the tensioner is in the off position, so there's no tension on it right now.
Shifter gawky.
That's a little gawky when you go to ride on it. Okay, we are in second gear. Go ahead and jump to first. All right, first gear.
Okay, ready?
Yep. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. That's what I'm talking about. It shifts right out of the box.
I'm going to do some pulls.
Okay. Big pull. You went up 3, so we are now in 1, 2, 3. We're in 6th gear. Okay. First, second, third. We're in 4th. Second. And first.
So two gear full pulls?
Yeah, 2 gear full pulls.
Okay. And then no clickiness on it.
Nope. Go down as fast as you can.
Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
We've got a derailment.
Whoa.
Derailment.
Whoa.
On the jumping down.
What happened?
I don't know. Maybe it wasn't set on the narrow wide there.
Oh, yeah. Could be. It's a narrow wide. Did you mention it's narrow wide?
No, but I just did now. Okay.
Make sure it's set right.
Yeah, cam C chain. It's set in the narrow wide.
Oh. Hang on. All right, ready?
Yep.
Uh-oh. let's go back.
Jump down as fast as you can. Go.
Okay, that kind of did it. Let's try this again. Okay. Now it's shifting smooth. Let's try. Let's do another quick jump down just to give them the. Okay. Yeah, I think it wasn't set on the narrow wide.
All right, that was a shift test. Shifting great out of the box. That's a good sign.
Yeah, for a second I thought it was messed up. I think it had a reset after that derailment, but definitely wasn't on the narrow wide, it seems.
Now I'm going to show you guys how we mess with the tensioner on here. Okay,
have we ever talked about how to make sure your chain is on the narrow wide proper? Have we ever mentioned that?
I don't think so.
Was that clutch on or off?
It's off. All right, we're going to turn the clutch on. This is how you do it. You put your, was that a 5 millimeter? You go and it'll jump. Ear jumps up. You see the ear jumping? Clicks. It's on. Got some tension on there now to go off. You flick it up. I always like take the tension off with the tool and then flick it up. But let's do a little drop test action.
Okay. All right, good.
All right, guys. Drop test. Clutch is off. 4th gear. All right, guys, drop test. Clutch is engaged. 4th gear. Damn, that's great.
Yeah.
That is great.
That's 4th gear, not 1st or 2nd.
4th gear, man. Wow.
Okay.
Alright, guys, stand over. Again, the seat. It's as far down as it goes. I like the quick release. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Stand over is good, man.
Stand over is good.
Size small. I'm 5'5", alright? 5'8" on a good day.
You're never 5'8". Would you stop with that?
I'm 5'5". This small fits me great. I'm going to tell you something that feels great. This cockpit is amazing. It feels so good. I can't wait to do a roll-time review. That tapered head tube, just looking down there, the way that this top tube tapers down to the seat post and widens and almost has just a complete flatness to it, really makes me feel like I am in the saddle and I'm in this bike and not just riding on it. Mongoose, you've done a good job when it comes to just sitting on it in the shop. All right? You guys can all find out. You get to go to Dick's Sporting Goods and get sized out for one of these bikes, but we have yet to find out what it's going to be like on the trails. Wow. Okay. Hey, let's weigh this bike, and then we're going to do a positive negatives and who this bike is for. This bike's for me.
Where do you know that?
It's for me.
What, any guesses? I'm going to go with it's about 32-ish.
I'm going to go this bike is sub 30.
Here we go again.
Oh, man. 32.34 pounds.
Let's let that clear out.
32.34 pounds. Damn.
Let's do the UKers.
UKers. We've got a 14.67 kilograms. 14.67 kilograms. Man, I was really hoping this thing was going to be sub 30. We can make it sub 30. I know we can.
Easily could. Yeah.
Dude, it's already a 1x. Do a hollow bottom bracket on there. Get rid of this fork.
You're good. It should be sub 30.
Yes. All right, Wolf Tick Nation. That was the Mongoose Switchback Expert. I'm excited about this bike.
He's an expert.
And I am so more excited about it that it's going to be carried at Dick's.
Yeah, I am too, and that will play into the next thing I'm about to say.
It's got an acolyte.
Yeah. So
all right, positives, negatives. Okay. Who's this bike for, Dad?
Well, the positives. Let's start here. The positives are it comes with a decent tire.
Yeah.
I like the tire. I mean, it's you could do worse on tires. It's not the greatest, but you could do worse.
You could have a Continental.
Yeah, don't start. We just have not had good luck with Continentals. All right, it's got a tapered head tube. The looks of it, obviously, I mean, again, Mongoose knocked out of the park on looks. I mean, anytime first of all, the R-door shape and, layout there. The paint, beautiful, again. I love the silver on gray. or gray on gray, if you will, whatever you want to call it. I love the hydraulic brakes feel really good.
They do. The levers feel great.
I'm really happy about the brakes so far. I mean, we haven't done the review yet, but you know, the brakes seem nice. The Groupset Acolyte fans, we're fans of the Acolyte. I mean, the Microshift is a good company. They make good products. The Acolyte's done us good. We put them through some abuse, and they've been a good Groupset. The One By, fan of that. Let's see, the Seatpost Tube size and the internally routed dropper, internally routed bike, all that. I mean, you know, for us, internally routed sometimes is difficult because we change stuff out a lot to test it. But most people aren't doing that, and they just change it out whenever they upgrade.
Yeah.
It's great for that. It's, you know, so the it's a nicer look. It's clean. It's modern. It's got let's see. I like some more things. I do like the looks again up here, just like on the other one. I like. It just has a clean look to it. I think some bikes are real. Some bikes don't get it right with the stem and the handlebar from the out the gates, and this one I think just looks better than a lot of them do. The seat, the saddle seems to be pretty good. The so I already mentioned the Groupset. The rotors, they might, I don't know if they're Clark's or not, but they sure look like them.
They look just like them.
And I mean, I like them. If you buy it from a Dick's, it should be tuned, and if not, they'll tune it for you.
Hey, possibly if you get in a box, it'll be tuned.
Yeah, I mean, this one really, you don't have to mess with it out of the box.
No,
so
it's got to tighten some stuff.
You did have to align the narrow wide, but that's no biggie. Now this one at $700. Now I get it. Most people are going to upgrade the fork. I get it, right? But I would like to see just a slightly better, even if it was just still a quill fork, but a little bit better of a quill fork with something that has a little bit more adjustment to it. We'll see how these adjust, but you know what I'm saying? We know this style. We've had them. I would have preferred the 46-tooth cassette so that you can pair with the Acolyte. That's not the end of the world. I would have liked a 42. I would have also liked a 28.
That'd be kind of cool.
A 28 on the chainring.
If not the 46.
Yeah, if not the 46 to 20, even the 28 and 46 combo.
Or 30.
Or even a 30. A 32 is a little bigger than I would like. It is a 32, right? For sure?
It's a 32, yeah.
Okay. I would have preferred a 30 or a 28, but it's not the end of the world because that's something that's probably going to get changed. But still, you know, I would like to see that at this price point. It'd be something that wouldn't cost a fortune, I think, to have, so I would like to see it.
My negatives. This
is a 135 dropout, right?
Yeah, 135. Yeah. But a 10 millimeter quick release and a 9 millimeter.
And that is kind of a positive.
My negative is the seat post will not drop all the way down. This is a small. There's no bottle cage mounts right here.
Now that might be different on the bigger sizes.
Might be
because it's a longer too.
Yeah, usually
Did you measure this one yet?
No. Usually is the difference there. Medium frames and larger you have.
Yeah, you have a longer seat tube.
But usually I have 2 sets of bottle cage, but that's a 16.
Okay.
16-inch frame. Standover is great. The negative, seat post will not drop all the way down. Standing room only. The seat's going to get in the way. You know, the whole point of dropping a seat post tube is, it does have the quick release, which I do appreciate, but the whole point is getting it out of your way. And this one right here, you have to cut it. Again, you have safety issues if you cut it. Minimum insertion, it's an issue.
But then again, that's something that could be different on the bigger sizes. We do have to reiterate that because, you know, it might not be as big of an issue on the bigger ones.
You know, something else I would like to see is that this Wheelset, for $6.99, I would really appreciate if the Wheelset was Presta drilled and tubeless ready, or tubeless compatible. That'd be pretty cool.
I don't want Presta. I think the fact that, I think for most people, I think the Schrader's just better.
Yeah. But regardless, I think it would be neat if it was a tubeless compatible. Like that would be like, damn, tubeless compatible. Like that would be the next step up. I think it would be very cool.
I think everyone's figured out these days how to make just about any combo tubeless though.
We've done it.
Yeah, we've done it. The brakes.
So who's this bike for?
This bike is for the person that has already had either a lesser bike or maybe a person that wants to get into mountain biking for riding trails, blue trails, green trails. This is not really your pavement. This is a little bit more capable and ready for some some trail riding.
This bike right here
You know.
is this bike right here, and the comp, right? That's the bike where you go, hey, let's go to Dick's Sporting Goods. Let's get the family. Let's go to Dick's Sporting Goods. You got a teenager that wants to hit the trails a little bit harder than mom and dad and the little sister.
Yeah, this
so you
might
go,
be
you know
for-
what, son? Just because you got a birthday coming up and just because you did good in that football game Friday night, we're getting
Whoa.
you the expert.
Wow.
That's who this bike is for. This bike's for me.
Yeah, I think this is definitely for the person that's looking for something a little more capable than the beginner. I mean, this is a little step up.
Yeah.
And it's not only just a little bit of a step up, but it's a better platform to start with if you're definitely going to upgrade. Just because you don't have to upgrade very quick, and it's so available, you don't have to buy a new rear wheel.
No, save up some money, get yourself a new fork, and this bike is ready
Yeah.
to hit some trails, guys.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
think
ready to
so.
hit trails now, but
I think it's for somebody that's blue or green trails.
yeah.
I think with this bike, if it were me getting into this, or a young me, I would say, I would definitely look into, I'd go, well, I want to get me a headset and a fork. And then I'd probably leave everything else like it is for a little while, and then eventually get me some grips and pedals and stuff. But right now, the way this is, it can be ridden the way it is, obviously. And the fork and the headset, you're going to upgrade almost every bike you get anyway. This is definitely a good platform for
A
upgrades.
great platform, yeah. And it's for $6.99, it comes with some stuff, man.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the group set right away. And the group set's what scares, I think, a lot of people. Because if you have to tune it or something like that, you know.
Yeah, and that's... But, I mean, then again, you know, if you have to tune this thing, take it to Dick's. And,
Well, I'm saying if you when you upgrade, yeah. But yeah,
But,
I mean, that's...
I'm so excited that Mongoose is starting to go into the Dick's stores.
So
I'm really
am I.
excited about that, guys. If you're excited about it, too...
I was a little heartbroken when I heard GT was no longer be in there. But I'm going to tell you right now, the one thing about these Mongoose that I really like over the GT is I like the head tubes. That's the only unforgivable thing about a GT for me is the head tube.
34 to
because
34.
you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So this one and the lesser model, though, what is it called? The comp. Both of them you can do stuff with.
Yeah, so they definitely, made some splashes there. But, guys, we appreciate you watching.
And the geometry's a little nicer.
Yeah, so if you're a fan of all that, hit that like button, please. Turn those notifications on. Hit that subscribe button. Show your boys some love. We'll be doing the real-time review on these bikes soon. And I can't wait to hit the trails with these things and see what they're all about, you know. See if this is a big difference compared to the comp. And also, we'll probably be doing a comp and an expert comparison video.
Yeah, we're going
just
to
kind of see what you
put
guys
them
get.
side by side and really detail what's different about them.
$150 more. What...
Yeah, when they're not on sale, and I'm gonna guess that at some point there'll be some sales. I'm sure, at some point.
Yeah.
But I don't know for sure. Even at these prices, it's not a bad bike.
Yeah, not at all. But guys, we will see you on the next episode. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm
so
excited.
am I. I'm looking forward to you riding these and seeing what you think. They do have a feel. They do have that feel of something that's a little bit more put together than some of the stuff we're used to. They have that feel to them.
Yeah, I'm curious if it's going to have that tightness that you're talking about.
Yeah.
But, all right, guys. We will see you on the next episode. Outdoor Master.
Yeah.